Let's invest in a time. Let's talk. Welcome back with another new episode of Stories Night of Fire and Fear. I hope you enjoy this story if you are first one listening it. Diwali night painted the neighborhood in a tapestry of light and sound. My family, like many others, gathered in our small courtyard. The scent of sweets wafting through the air, mingling with the acrid smoke of firecrackers. Laughter danced around us as children raced about, sparkles in our hand, trailing glimmers of light that punctured the darkness. Each explosive crack and dazzling burst of colors above served as a reminder of the joy that filled the evening. Yet, amidst the excitement, something darker lurked beneath the surface. I watched my neighbors' faces illuminated by the glow of diyas, but in their eyes was something more solemn. A feeling tension hinted at unspoken fears. The world outside our little bubbles was chaotic, riddled with the stories of violence and despair. As the rockets soared into the sky, I recalled the ta- tales I had heard of families in distant lands celebrating similar festivals but living under the constant weight of terror. Yes, constant weight of terror. Suddenly, a loud bang echoed, splitting the air. One of the rockets, misguided in its light, descended back toward our gathering. The sight was so real. A beautiful firework turned rock. In that moment, panic equipped shakes of horror pierced the festival air, and families scrambled to the shelter each other. I glanced at my sister, her face pale, eyes wide with fear. Instantly, I reached for her hand. From my vantage point, I could see Mrs. Kapoor, our neighbor, drop her tray of sweets. Her young son, Rohan, was still pointing at the sky, captivated by the fireworks, obviously to the chaos that ensued. In a heartbeat, she dashed forward, scooping him into her arms, cladding him against her chest as she looked around it in a terror. Stay calm. It's just a firecracker, my father shouted, trying to relay everyone back to safety, but the fear in our hearts was perhaps palpable, and for the first time that night, laughter faded into a haunting silence. So, what about my perspective? In that clamor and rushing about the looming shadow of fear settled in, I thought of families across the globe, those enduring emergencies during their own festivals, caught in crossfires that tore apart their reality in seconds. My heart ached for them as I witnessed the chaos around me, the unfamiliar feeling grappling with the once joyous atmosphere of Diwali. The rocket fizzled out harmlessly in the distance, yet the echo of panic were defeating. I caught my breath and made my way to my neighbor, Mr. Jain, an elderly man whose life had been touched by endlessly strife. He stood alone, a distant look in his eyes. I approached him cautiously. Are you okay? I asked hesitantly. He gazed flicker to me, and for a moment I saw a man who had weathered storms far worse than this sight. Oh, what is a fear, young one? He replied slowly, stifling his head like he was searching for something deep within. Fear is a just moment, the fleeting shadow. What we truly need to fear is never being able to celebrate life. Yes, what we truly need to fear is never being able to celebrate. And I understood. We might face a fear, but we also dare to live. Tonight we choose light over darkness, laughter over silence, and most importantly, togetherness over solitude. This night filled with the residue of panic transformed into reminder of life's fragility and beauty.